Hi there, this is Luke from the IT department, and this is a quick video training on how to save GroupWise emails as RTF files onto a network share. The reason you would be doing this is because you're using GroupWise and we need to save your old emails, and we don't want to save them out into our new Outlook mailbox because you have a limit to how much email you can save. So what we're going to do is we're going to save them as an RTF file, which stands for Rich Text Format, which you'll be able to read later, and we're going to store them on a network location. So to get started, you need to log on to the new Windows domain. That's the logon where you use your WIT followed by your ID number. So we're going to check and make sure I'm logged in. You can see I am. I have my H drive, my N drive, O and P drive, and that's actually where we're going to get started. First thing I'm going to do, like I just showed you, I'm going to go to Start My Computer. Now I'm going to open up my H drive. It's my home drive where my personal storage is. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a folder specifically for holding these GroupWise emails. So I'm going to right click on any of the white space I have there, go down to New, and make a new folder. This folder here, I'm going to call this folder, let's see here, let's call it Old GroupWise Email. And I'm going to put a little note on here, do not delete. Okay, so you can see now I've got a folder called Old GroupWise Email, do not delete. So what I'm going to do now that I've got my folder where I'm going to store these emails created is I'm actually going to open up GroupWise. Inside of GroupWise, I've actually been a good boy and I've actually cleaned up my mailbox. You can see my inbox is completely empty right now. I've moved all of the messages that would have been in my inbox to these folders. So I have a folder I've already called Old GroupWise Email. So one thing I'm going to be doing is all of these emails are the ones I'm going to be keeping. One thing to note with this step, I will have to do this for each email I want to keep. So it makes me think long and hard about keeping 2,000 or 3,000 emails if I'm going to need to do this for each one. So I'm going to start by right-clicking then on the email I want to keep, and I'm going to go to Save As. Once again, that was right-click down to Save As. After I've clicked Save As, you can see there's a lot of things that shows here that are included in the message. There's a number of attachments. And so first thing you need to realize is that this will not save your attachments. This will only save the text of the email. So in this case, if I want to save the attachments, I'll have to do that on my own as well. But I'm going to start just by saving the message. So I've clicked on the message. I can see it's the message because it says Final Conversion Documents and Scripts. Got the same title. From there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to change the location where I'm saving things. So right now, it's going to save things on the C drive. I don't want to do that. I want to save it on my H drive, on that new folder I created. So I'm going to click Browse. I'm going to open up, look inside of my computer, look in my H drive, and I'm looking for this folder right here, Old GroupWise Email. Click OK. And now you can see the directory where it's going to save this has changed. So I'm saving this email to this directory. I've checked to make sure the save message format is RTF, Rich Text Format. The save file is going to be called the same name as the email. That's how I want it. Now the only reason you would maybe want to change the saved file name is if your email had a very common name like password or account or something that could be used multiple times. You may have to change the name so it doesn't conflict with another one. Then all I need to do is click Save. Now it's going to ask me about this next piece, if I want to save all these attachments. And let's say, actually all I want to save here is there is one attachment. There's a PDF, let's say this was the only attachment I wanted to save. I would click on the attachment I want to save. It's already got the name of it right there. And I can click Save to that as well. It will let me save all the attachments and the original email. And even you can see there after I've saved it, it gives me a little message here saying that portion of the email has been saved. So I saved the email itself and I saved this attachment. Once I'm done saving everything from this email, I can click Close. Let's go out and look at how that turned out. So we're going to go back to my computer. open up my H drive again, look at that folder I'd created called old GroupWise email, do not delete, open that up. Now you'll see I have two documents out here. One was the attachment I had saved, and the other was the email itself as an RTF. Let's just open that up real quickly and kind of take a look at what that would look like. One thing to mention as this is opening up here, each of these emails saves separately. So like I said, I'm going to have to do this process for each email I would want to save. So if I've got 500 or less emails, it shouldn't take me too long. If I had thousands upon thousands, this could really take a long time. So here is my email that I saved. I could reprint that out if I needed to. It shows me the header at the beginning as long as the body, and you'll see there were some pictures in it, but it did not save the pictures. It only saved the text. Okay, reminder, you'll have to do that for each email. So if I wanted to save the next one, I would have to do the same process. Right-click on the email, go to Save As, make sure I've got it browsed to the right location, and save it then once again to that folder as an RTF. This one, I could maybe change the title if I needed to, but then I would just need to click Save, and it's saved. And that's all you need to do. So just a reminder on this email, this was just saving as an RTF out of GroupWise to a network location so you can get to these later. The other thing to remember is this does not save attachments. You have to do those individually. And if there were pictures included inside of it, you would need to save those as well. There are a number of different methods to get GroupWise emails out. This is just one of the few. And so thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you can always contact the help desk at 1461.